Everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So if you are part of CPS, you know that Friday is the end of quarter 3, and normally that means report card pickup. But this year, due to shelter in place, we are not able to actually have that person to person. So today we're going to take a look at how can we have report card pickup in a virtual setting. So I'm going to show you how you can set up appointments. So this can be great for report card pickup. It can be great for counselors if you're trying to set up one-on-one meetings. It also could be great just in our day-to-day if you want to set up conferences or have that time slot for parents to be able to check in, or people that are not in education. This is also a great tool to be able to set meetings and things like that in order to get things done. So we're going to take a look at how to do that. Now, the first thing you want to do is you need to set up the actual meeting link. For educators, you do not actually want to go into your Google Classroom for this one, because these are people that are coming from outside of CPS or outside of your classroom. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to go to your grid, and you're going to go to Google Meets, and you're going to click on join or start a meeting. Now, you don't want to create a nickname for this one so that it's a little bit more open for the people that are outside of your domain, and click continue. So just to make sure it works, you're going to then go ahead and click join now, and you're going to hop on in. To make sure that you have the full entire link and have it ready, you're going to say copy and join info. So you're going to have that. It's going to be in there. If you want, you can go ahead and put it into a Word document down here, just so you have it for later. So now you have all the information you need in order to give to your parents you're going to invite to your meetings. Okay? Then once you have that, you can go ahead and you can end your call. So once you're finished with that, we have our link. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually go to our calendar. So in our calendar, we're going to set up our actual meeting time. So we're going to pretend that we're doing our meeting time since I have nothing set up on Saturday. We're going to set up our calendar time on Saturday. So you're going to figure out when you want that to be. So let's say I'm going to have parent conferences from 8:30 until 3 p.m. Okay, so here's our time slot. Now notice when you have on the top of here, you have 3 options. You have an event, you have out of office, and you have appointment time slots. So that is what you want. So at the top, you're going to title it, so Skates Conferences. And then you're going to go ahead and click appointment time slots. Now notice that the things change down here, okay? So now you get to pick how long you want each appointment to be. So 30 minutes might be kind of a long time. So I'm going to set mine for just 15 minutes. So each parent gets only 15 minutes in order to be on there with me. Then make sure you have the correct calendar that you want, and then you're going to go ahead and click on more options. Now once you're in there, you get to decide a few more things. So clearly it's going to be a virtual setting. And then down here is where you're going to give a little bit more directions. So please, and then this is where you're going to go back and you're going to go ahead and you're going to select the information that you got from your Google Meet. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get my directions. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste it into here. Okay, so it says join the video meeting. You're going to click this link. Otherwise, join by dialing here. So now it's in the information down here and we're ready to go. Now, one other important fact is right here. Now, if I have a co-teacher, I want to make sure that I put their name in here so that my co-teacher is going to be able to join all of the meetings. Or let's say I want to make sure that my counselor is able to be tagged in if I need them to for any of the meetings so they at least can see, I might put her in. Or if I have an admin partner, I want to make sure that they're able to have the link and see all the parents are there in case I might need them. So maybe I have a parent that I'm in a meeting with and it's not going very well. I might send them a G-chat saying, hey, can you pop into this meeting? Then they'll be able to do that because they have the link and they already know the time. They'll be able to see who the parent is and they'll be prepared when they jump in. So I might make sure that my admin partner is in there, or maybe a dean or something like that, however your school wants to divvy that up. But you need to make sure that you put their name in that slot right away so that they're on all of the time scheduled. So I might go ahead and put that in immediately, and then that will be the entire time slot. Go ahead and click save. Now you can see that it is blocked and you see like there's a little grid right there. So I'm going to click on that and you can see my Google Meet has already been set up. That's my link to go into it. And then you also see go to appointment page. I can just show you what that kind of looks like real quick. You click on that Now it's my view, but you can see here are all the 15-minute time slots. So that's actually what it's going to look like on their view as well, but it'll have their calendar. So they would click on it if that's what they wanted, then they would click save, and their name will pop up, and we'll show you that on their end. The next thing you want to do, you want to go back into your calendar, and this is the appointment page. You want to copy this link address right here, okay? So now you have that, and now you want to draft your email to all of your parents. So depending on your school and how you get all of your parents' email addresses, you're going to send that link to all of your parents. So for CPS, that would be going into Aspen, right? So you're going to go ahead and log in. If you are a CPS teacher, this is how you're going to quick do this. If you're not, sorry, you're going to have to quick hang tight. But the easiest way to grab all of your parents is you're going to get a list of all your students. You just click on Students, Options, Send Email. You're going to unclick Student, and you're going to click Contacts. And all of their parent email addresses will pop up right there. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to draft your email. And in your draft, you want to give very explicit details. So you might say, please click here to sign up for your conference, and then make sure that they know that the link is inside of the calendar invite and that they only have that 15 minutes and that they'll be accepted into the Google invite. And you're just going to go ahead and link that in. And then once you're ready, you'll click send. And then all of your parents will get that invite and they'll be able to go ahead and get the link. So to kind of show you what that looks like, they would get the link and they'd click on it and they would get that calendar. And so let's say I wanted this time slot. So I would click on it and I'd say save, and it would put me in. So let's take a look at the calendar and see how that looks once the schedule's made. So you can see that I now have an appointment, and then you can click on it and take a look at the details. Now, I do want to make a note. So now you can see that there's actually 2 Google Meets made, and you say, well, then why did you have us make that second link? This is the reason why, and you can make your decision on how you want that to work. But the reason why we have this Google link down here and this Google Meet down here is you really only want to have one Google Meet location for all of your conferences, because otherwise it's going to make you have to leave one Google Meet to get into the next one. And if you're late, you might miss the entire appointment because the parent might join in and there's going to be no one there and they're going to leave and they're going to think, the teacher is standing me up, right? So you want them to be in that waiting room where they're trying to get in and waiting for you to accept them because they know that you're there. And so that's the reason why you want to have that one, so you can control the flow of the parents coming in and out of the Google Meet. So you don't want them to show up to the wrong place though, so you don't want to have conflicting Google Meets. So how do we get rid of this Google Meet so they only have one choice? Well, that's easy. You're going to go in and you're going to edit, and you're simply going to delete the one up here. So now they only have the one choice, and you're going to click save. And then if you want, you can even send a message and say, please use the link or number in the description to join the conference, and click send. They'll get an email about it. And if you take a look at your calendar, now there's only the one link. We take a look at theirs, there's the one link, and we're set. Now let's take a look at what it looks like when somebody outside of the network, when a parent tries to join in, so you know that no parent can bump into another parent's parent conference. Let's take a look. Just so you can see what would happen. So I'm going to rejoin on this end. And you can see what it looks like when somebody that is not a part of the CPS network tries to join in. So now I'm in as my CPS self. All right, and let's have Katie Hallberg join in on the other side. So now notice that this pops up right here. It says someone else wants to join this meeting. So I get to decide if it's the right person, but I know that this is the person that is scheduled, so I can admit them. So I'm going to hang up on one of them. So you can see now that it works, and that is how you can kind of control the flow of your parents coming in and out, because you get to allow them access into the meeting so they're not jumping into a call before your other one is finished. So I hope that was helpful and that you're able to still have parent conferences even though they are not in the same actual physical space. You still are able to have those meaningful conversations with your students' parents. As always, if this was helpful, make sure you like, comment, and share, and always subscribe.